Here's a 1915 Ford Model T convertible. And we have over here a 1910 Brush runabout. Never heard of that. And if you want to go way back, see, Benz motor wagon, replica. Okay, it's a replica. Still pretty cool. Now we're getting to a Cadillac here. This is a 1905 Cadillac Model F Touring. And over here we have a 1909 Rio 5-passenger touring car. I believe the band REO Speedwagon is what they are named after. This company here. Not for sure, but I believe that's the whole idea, since it is called a Speedwagon. Now over here are some interesting cars. And this is a 1966 Trabant 601. Right there. I'm not sure where it's made here. Kind of trying to look, but there's so much to read. It's got a roof rack. You need to have a Mini Cooper here, kind of like Mr. Bean has. That would be kind of cool. Okay, over here, 1970 Northrop T-38 Custom Mini Jet. It says U.S. Air Force there. This says Crosley Farmer Road. Huh. 1952 Crosley Farmer Road, that is. Huh. They do conferences and stuff, so if that's something that interests you, they have conference rooms here. Spacious for large events. Here is a Lincoln Continental. I have to go over here and look at that. But it says, I see it's a Lincoln Continental. Well, it's got the Lincoln Continental, but it's got a Aston Martin V12 engine. That's interesting. And look at the doors on it. We're gonna have to go see what this is. This is the 2002 Lincoln Continental concept car. Look inside there. You know how the doors, they open and lots of room in there. So that's why it has a different engine. Wow, it's a big car. And look at the back of it. Oh, luggage. Huh. Detroit, 2002, the plate says, Michigan. Oh, that's pretty interesting. When I was here before, I don't remember this one. I think they change these cars out occasionally. Not positive on that. And if you like the Transformers, look at this Transformer guy right here. Oh, and that's what this car is, this Camaro. Okay, so this is a 2010 Chevrolet Camaro Transformer Edition. It's got under 300 miles on it. Now you can see them with the Transformer. However, the Transformer guy looks more of a school bus yellow, and this looks more yellow. At least that's how my eyes see it. Now here's a car I like a lot. This is a Trans Am. Let's go look and see what it really is. It is a 1979 Pontiac Trans Am. Beautiful. Now I always like the older ones better, the front ends of them, but this is still pretty cool. I'd take it if you gave it to me. Very excellent condition. Look at that. The windows are up, so hopefully, like most of these cars, or a lot of these cars, so hopefully you can see inside there. But it's beautiful. You've seen Smokey and the Bandit movie? You know what a Trans is now. It's beautiful condition. For your motorcycle fans, we've got a 2000 Harley Davidson Electric Glide Classic right here. Just for you. Harley Davidson are so nice. If you're into motorcycles, they're so nice. Nice to show the names and stuff up close. Look at all that chrome. This one's right next to the DeLorean there. They have another motorcycle here, another Harley. 2007 Harley Davidson Dyna Lowrider. 96 cubic inches. And we even have something for the Flintstone fans. Right here. Flintstone's car. I will let you read about it. Stone Age Flintmobile. If you care to read about it, you can pause the video and read all about it. This car here says a 1965 Dodge Cornet, a FX Kentucky Colonels. Now, if you want to read that, that's another one that you can stop. And stop. So this is another case. If you would like to read about it, you can pause the video. But look at this. Kentucky Colonels, Western Dodge. Look at this. Look at that motor. Very interesting. Western Dodge. Owens Forky? Dodge Mopar. Here's the inside of it on that. Original race. Original Kentucky Colonel. Tells the story about that book inside of it. And there's the back of it. If you hear in the background arcade, I might be able to show you later before playing the arcade. 1931 Cadillac Fleetwood convertible model 355A. Look at the size of those headlights. So cool. It's just the two-seater. That's the interesting thing. Such a big car. I say two-seater, but it does have a rumble seat. Wow. Beautiful. All these cars, like I said, I've said that before, all these cars are beautiful. If you like cars, these are beautiful. Beautiful. If you like cars, these are beautiful. I'm going to look at this one here. This is a 1948 Buick Super Convertible. Here, and look at the grill on this one. All the chrome. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It's got a Buick magazine with a Buick on it. Very cool. It's got the side skirts on the bottom of the bottom, covering the back wheels halfway. Beautiful. I can go on and on. This is a 1936 Ford Humpback Custom by Danny Gingerelli, American Rodder. The only thing, even though I do not like it when they put new motors in it and change them, only thing I'll say is at least you can drive it. If you couldn't, you know, you could probably get parts for it, but it says rare 36, but modified 36. Here, this one's got the window down. See, it's got a, I say newer but older tape deck in it. 1936 Ford Super Deluxe two-door convertible. Another beautiful black car. You know, black can be so pretty, but when it's dirty, not so much. When it's clean, I think it looks about as good as anything. Look at these kids in that picture. Look at how many kids with Santa Claus are in that car. Just amazing. There's the inside. Just the detail and everything on these cars. And how big the steering wheels are on old cars. You got to keep in mind there's no power steering. $1948 Super Deluxe two-door sedan. 37,000 original miles. Amazing. On a 1948 car. Wow. That's beautiful. Look at that. There you can see. I'll go on the other side and you can see better. Look at that. Beautiful. Award of Excellence. It says Award of Excellence there. There you can see. Here's a sweet looking Cadillac here. See, there's the arcade. In case I don't get around to going in there, there's the arcade. I believe those are free. I believe that's what the guy said. That it's free. This one's a 1949 Cadillac Series 62 convertible coupe. I'm in the Cadillac section right now. This one is kind of unusual because it's a black car, but it's got green interior on the outside. Just because those seem like odd combinations. Now this one is the first one they're seeing that needs some paint issues here. But I'm not seeing any green paint under it, so I may be wrong. Just seems like an odd color to put together. Seems like you'd have lighter color or black and not green. But I don't know. I do like this one. Look at this blue. Beautiful. Look at the window on that. That's neat. Here's a close-up of the Cadillac symbol. This one's nice. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see that dash, not the dash, but if you can see the speedometer, odometer. Wow, it's huge. I don't know how well you can see through those windows. This is the 1948 Series 62 two-door fastback Cadillac. Some of these other ones I'm probably going to have to go kind of a little quicker through, well, the Cadillac section. Here's a 62 Eldorado, 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham. Is that nice? Here is a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. Reminds me of Boss Hog if you're into Dukes of Hazzard. Something very similar. And by the way, if you're into Dukes of Hazzard, check out my Cooters video. I went to Cooters in Luray, Virginia, and it was quite interesting. There's a lot of Dukes of Hazzard cars in that video. So make sure to check that out if you like Dukes of Hazzard. Even if you don't, check it out. If you like cars, you should like it. 27 original miles on this Cadillac. 1996 Fleetwood Brougham. This one is a 2001 Cadillac Eldorado. This one here, 2004 Cadillac CTSV. Look at the motor in there. The only thing is, I wouldn't want to work on that. Wow. Now when you look at old cars, and then you look at all the stuff they have on them today. I say today, this is 2004, but still. It's a nice car, though. I will say that. This one. 2006 Cadillac XLR convertible. Pretty interesting how the top is going back into the trunk there. Doors are locked, but it's wide open. It's kind of neat how they show how that works. That's going to do it for video 3. Looks like there's going to be a 4th video because I actually filmed more than I thought I did. So look for the 4th and last video of this museum. Thanks for watching.